name is Arya.
And my name is Etta.
And welcome to our channel, How We See Things. And today's topic is about how to alignment yourself to your real self, into the flow or vortex, whatever you want to call that. So how do you really see the alignment with yourself? How are you experience it?
Well, I can just talk from experience now. The more I show myself self-love and thankfulness and and that I'm thankful for what I have and what is coming to me. This is when I feel the flow the most. And this is some people call it being selfish, but it's no such thing as being selfish.
Actually, selfish means, if you're going to talk about selfness, is that you are self-loving yourself and putting your value onto yourself and actually learn to become who you really are. Appreciate that. So if that is being what it really is, self-loving unconditionally, how can that be a bad thing?
Exactly. And you can really not be you can always get things into your life, but it is harder if you're not in alignment with it, and if you're not in alignment with yourself and you don't know yourself and how to love yourself and respect yourself. As soon as you do that, the focus comes more on, and your knowledge becomes more what you really want, and then you're aligned to it because you know yourself. We're gonna say that a lot. And therefore you are going into the energy that everything comes to you, all your wishes, all your dreams, all your desires. But you have to really know yourself, again, self, to align with it, and to love yourself to align with it.
Yeah. But the thing is that how do you actually start loving yourself, and how do you know you are into the flow and how easy it is? Because a lot of people talk about self-love, but a lot of people not really talking about how to really get into it. Because there are some ways to do it. Like we have experienced a lot, that we have made our own kind of mantras, that we say every morning or every evening, or when we feel it through the day, that we usually start with a mantra that we have created ourselves. So that is one technique to really align with yourself into self-loving, to be who you really are. Because there are a lot of people, we talk about, just focus to yourself, go in. But how do you really go in? Because sometimes we can struggle how to go in, because we put in obstacles how to go into it. But there are tools, and we would like more to also talk about the tools, like the mantras, that you repeat mantras so you really get the flow to really go into it. But do we have other things? So how did you actually go to when you felt a bit out of alignment?
Well, when I felt how I got to know myself and who I was, and to align with things, it came more naturally to me when I was younger. But then I got out of the flow a little bit, or out of the vortex a little bit. And I got a little bit lost on the way. But to get myself, obviously, universe really loves us, because he kept putting signs for me to follow. And when I did see the signs and be aware of them, and I started following them, I came across a lot of good guided meditation, like on YouTube or on the net. So I started listening to that. And it did really help me a lot. And it also helped me to understand that I needed to make my own mantra. I needed to take in some of what they were saying, that I need to, I am loved, I am thankful, I am a creator, I am the creator of my own universe. And I took what I felt was right for me out of this and added on my own mantra. And that mantra I say every day. And if I wake up out of the flow and I feel a little bit down, the first thing when I start saying the mantra and saying these things to myself, I feel like I go back into flow of things. So because we are human beings, we will go up and down in life, and also we what's the English word for it? We get influence from what's going on out in the universe, from our moon, from the collective, from other people, and the energy in the world. So I have found out when if I do these mantras, things are much easier for me every day, and I go out of that low flow, that low state of mind really fast. So we recommend that you find your own mantra. That's one of the tools.
Exactly, because in the end, a lot of we have born here who we really are to be that person, to really be in line. That is where the flow goes. But it is also how we also think sometimes, when you really, because you can always feel the flow. And it's always there, but it's not always realigned with the flow. So there's sometimes like a disconnection. And usually we have certain force of very in low frequency that we are not really connected. You just show that you're not in alignment. So you can put yourself more easily in alignment when you know who you are and what. And when you also can start to feel it is when you start to get this hope feeling, but then you're just touching it, because really in the end you need to believe and be. And that's another thing, all of this has something to do how to go into the flow, the vortex. So when you also start to feel you are so close that you can feel it, and if you just had them taken the hope and change into I believe and expect more. And because we human, we have a tendency to always like, I wish for that, I don't want that, I wish for this, not that. And we keep going there. So, and to get there, I need to be doing this and not having this and this. We put so much like thoughts and different kind of aspects that we create an obstacle towards ourselves, instead of I expect to be this and I believe it, done, nothing more. But we have a tendency to say, yeah, but to get there I need to do this and have to invest in this much time and then expect this and this person have to do this and this, and then we create a lot of obstacles
towards your flow.
And sometimes when we are in the flow we get like, oh, what is this? And then we're asking why, and then we take ourselves out again right away. It's but this is what we need sometimes when learning. So it's not that, because then you just learn more who you are in that process. So but when you become aware of it, it's more easy to be into the flow and the vortex. So changing the way like hope, I believe and expect, and then let go to and be into it, and not asking questions, how did I get, why did I get it?
Yeah, and also when you are sorting things out, I don't want this and I want that, you also put an energy into things that you don't want. So I really would stop thinking and just concentrate on what you want and what you expect and what you know you deserve, and put all your energy into this, and be thankful for anything that comes your direction. But also what I've noticed with a lot of people, they want this magic button.
Yeah, that would be nice.
If they could just meet somebody that could touch that magic button, so they would stop stopping their own flow. But there is no such thing as a magic button, because if you don't go through the process yourself, you will never learn how to appreciate it. You will never learn how to be thankful for it. And we all need to grow, we all need to evolve and show understanding.
But not only that, you have not learned how to show self-love.
Exactly.
And that is really the key to self-love, and then appreciation, thankfulness. But if people push the button, you are not really going to really know yourself and really love that aspect of the alignment. And that's
and
why
the understanding that you are a creator.
Yeah, but also you can't really, because what the universe has made it really clear, at least for us, that you are only responsible for your own action for and ripple, not everybody else. So it is again already there. another person can't push it. We chose her to come to experience all of this and be in alignment with ourselves and to walk and be here. But we can make it much more easier instead of making it so hard and complicated to ourselves if we just learn who we are and really self-love and appreciate it instead of putting a lot of obstacles. We are very good at that, and we're very good at beating ourselves down. Also, we gotten probably a master's degree in that.
Yes.
But we can get rid of that master degree and turn it to master degree of your own life, being in alignment. And how much we really think that is important, because we keep coming to the energy and alignment with yourself in these videos. If you haven't noticed, but we have started to notice that we are really into that aspect, because we believe that that is so, your power is there in the alignment. Because sometimes we have tendency to give other people and others, and when you ask for people to push a button, you are giving away your power. You're not claiming yourself, you're not in the creative mode if you expect that. And that's what we really want to try to really get across, that then you have given away your own power because you gave it to that person to push the button.
Yeah, and we also, and one of the reasons we talk about this quite often is because we really, really want you to have what is already waiting for you.
It's already there.
It is already, you have already created it. You just need to align with it. And also the best way to align with it is stop negative thinking about yourself. And that nothing works and nothing will go. That's also energy that you put in front of you, and therefore you will never align with yourself. So the more positive and love thoughts you have towards yourself, and understand how perfect you are exactly the way you are, and you appreciate yourself, and you start doing these mantras about you love yourself and anything that you want and fits you, the flow, the vortex, then you become, then you go in.
Invest time in this.
Yeah, invest time in yourself. You are worth it. Think about everything, all your wishes, they are just waiting for you. Everything that you ever wanted is just waiting for you. So invest a little bit time in yourself. Make your own mantras. And like we said before, if you don't know how to start, there's a lot of lovely people out there putting up a very beautiful self-medication.
Self-medication, that's also one way to see it.
But to teach it, to connect to mantra,
meditation. You can also write things, good things to yourself, whatever really resonates with you in this, the tools that exist, because there is a lot of tools that you can use. But if you really invested to use the tool to really align with yourself, you will really see a big change how things flows towards you, and you'll be more aware when you are in the flow and not, because sometimes you are in the flow and suddenly you're out of it because you're not aware what was there
flow.
Because then you know more yourself. So there are a lot of tools, and you investigate what tools really suits you and really take that and then make it into your own tool. Because a lot of people do other tools and just leave it there, like a mantra that is very general and it's very good in the beginning, but then again you have to take the next kind of step and make it more personally yours, because then you amplify even more, because then you're starting to own your own mantras or meditation or anything. But that's the thing, is that when you have learned something, you need to apply it to your foundation the way you see it and feel it, because that's the key. Is you are the key to everything,
and always been. And a lot of these things I want to touch on is just do yourself a favor, that don't swallow everything raw. If something doesn't feel right with you in some of these mantras, like he was saying, then you need to make it your own. Just leave that. Okay, and then fill the gap up with something that feels right to you. But anything that is positive towards yourself is always a good thing. So we hope that you got some insight into how beautiful you actually are, and then all your gifts and everything you wanted is waiting for you. So if you like to follow us, hit that little subscribe button and the little bell. Little subscribe button.
The bell.
And a little bell beside it, and then you get notification each time we put out a new video. So in the meantime, don't forget that you are absolutely, absolutely amazing just because you are you.
Hit the like or the dislike button, or write us a comment. We love to hear for everything, whatever you experience. Are you agreeing, not agreeing? Want to show a smiley, heart,
I
like,
would love to hear if somebody got found their own mantra. That would be awesome. Yeah.
But whatever you feel like, what feels right for you. So by that, always shine bright as you can be, and
be the positive, beautiful side, beautiful person that you are.
And then we see you next week.
Yeah, have a nice, wonderful day, night, or whatever. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.